Hey guys, it's me maxxyrainbow and I'm back for another video. So today I am super duper excited to be continuing on my reactions, or I guess for this video, my reviews for Eurovision 2020's national selections. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Melodifestivalen 2020's first semi-final. So let me break this down for you guys and as to why I am going to be doing a review rather than a reaction. Basically, last year I tried to do a reaction to Melodifestivalen. I ended up getting through 2 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. You know, I uploaded my first reaction, there was no problem, so I did my second reaction, so then I did like 2 weeks of Melodifestivalen, and then all of a sudden, I got a copyright claim on my channel, and then I got a second claim on my channel, and it was for those Melodifestivalen videos, because basically the footage that they use is not allowed to be out there anywhere, not seen anywhere. So it put 2 strikes on my channel. So just so you guys know, a strike on your channel is different than a claim on a video. If one of my videos gets a copyright claim, which my videos always get copyright claims, it's no big deal. All it means is that I can't make money off of the video, or it means, like, worst case scenario, the video is taken down. A strike on your channel means that that's a strike on your entire channel, and if you get 3 strikes, your entire channel is deleted. Your channel is gone. It's removed, it's gone, it's dead. That's a big deal for you to get a strike on your channel. I tried to dispute it. I tried to get in contact with Melodifestivalen. I was like, this should not have warranted a strike on my channel. This should have taken the video down, but it should not have almost deleted my channel. That was ridiculous. So I'm not letting that happen. There's gonna be no videos, no clips. I'm not even gonna put pictures in the video. There's gonna be pictures in the thumbnail, and that's it. That's all y'all are getting, all right? Because I'm not getting my channel taken down. If my channel gets taken down right before I go to Eurovision 2020, I'm just ending it. I'm ending it all. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna basically go through and give my thoughts on each entry. That's all I'm going to do. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into reviewing. So first up, I'm actually going to be talking about the entries that did not qualify to the final or to Andre Johnson. They just are out. They're dead. They're done. Dead in the water. So first, let's talk about Suzie P's song Moves, which came in last place. Now, I've got thoughts on this entry. First of all, I think the last place was like completely deserving. I completely agree. I like the song a lot. It kind of reminds me of that song that competed last year in France's national selection, the one that's like, hey, por aquí, with a bam bam bam. Hey, por aquí, whiskey cocktails, rum rum rum. It reminds me of those like similar vibes. Like at one point I was like, wait, are these the same people? But then I realized, no, they're definitely not the same people, because that woman last year in France's national selection had like charisma, and she had, you know, the moves, and she felt the song. She had the personality to go with the song and the attitude of the song. I'm really sorry to say Suzie P, but with a song called Moves, where were the moves? You know, I just honestly felt like she was so stiff. She looked kind of nervous on stage, and she didn't have the like smoothness to what she was doing. She was very stiff. She was very like, the dance moves that she was doing were very just robotic, and she just looked like she wasn't having a good time. Like, she just looked like she was ready to jump off of the stage at any moment. She was just done. Just like literally blank face robotic. Like, it was just very like not selling a song like that. Like, the song needed somebody that was very exuberant, excited to be on the stage and have fun. On top of that, her outfit was very tacky, and not flattering at all. I felt like it was very boxy. The shoes were very clunky. The holographic fabric was just really tacky, and it just all together, like, it didn't mesh well for me. I just found myself being really uncomfortable the whole time watching it. Like, I'm like watching a train wreck the whole time. That's how it felt. Yeah, just overall, I felt like she lacked energy, and nothing about this was very endearing. The song was fun. The song is fun, but the vocals weren't there. The staging wasn't there. Nothing was there. It just wasn't there. So yeah, I think last place was definitely deserved. So in 6th place was Inga Problem by Ovo. And now I liked this entry. 6th place, I maybe would have bumped it up 1 more place. I probably would have put it in 5th. but it's not a qualifier for me either. I just felt like, I don't know, we've heard these songs all the time. I feel like every single year Melfest kind of does this more tropical rap kind of vibe. And this year, it just was like, I just felt like it wasn't enough. I don't know, I just feel like we've heard music like this before, but done far greater. I just felt like it still lacked kind of energy, and it lacked that very, like, standout factor that would make me remember it. Like, honestly, I'm rewatching the performances right before I talk about them, and I literally just watched it. I can't even tell you how it goes. Like, I liked the staging. I think that the staging was the best part because it was, like, fun energy, but again, it was like, it wasn't fun enough. It didn't create that environment that really got you up wanting to dance with them. There wasn't that, like, endearing factor going on where you're like, I want to vote for them. They're so charismatic. Whereas I feel like entries in the past that kind of have that vibe have those things. So I understand why it didn't qualify. I wouldn't have made it qualify personally. But it was not bad. I do like the song. I can see myself going and listening to it. I have listened to it because I watched all these entries a couple days ago, and I've had enough time to, like, listen to them, and this is definitely one that I've listened to a couple of times, and I do enjoy it when it comes on, but it's not one I'm gonna, like, seek out because I can't even remember how it goes. And then in 5th place was the song Sluta by Sonja Aldén. Now, everybody in the comments and everybody was talking about, like, oh, this is like an icon of Melfest. And they were like, she should have gone through because she's an icon. The song was boring. The song was boring. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. I do like it. I do like it. I like it. Certainly. It's a very pleasant kind of, but it just doesn't really grow on you. It doesn't really have that momentum in the song. It doesn't build. It doesn't have a crescendo. It doesn't have an explosion of any sort. When I have a ballad, I want that. I want something that's going to make it competitive, make it stand out. This is very nice. It does have a very recognizable melody. I know it's I remember how it goes, but is it one I'm going to seek out to listen to? No. I'm not as excited about it. It's just okay. Honestly, it's just fine. I just feel like when there's a ballad, I really want it to, like, blow me away. The staging wasn't anything special. It's not anything we haven't seen before. It just was very, like, been there, done that. We've heard ballads like this before, so I don't know why. Like, I don't know, songs like this, I'm like, that was put in here to not qualify, you know? In no world was that gonna qualify. Alright, so next up I'm going to be talking about the 2 entries that made it to Andre Chanson. So first up, I'm going to be talking about the song Ballerina by Maliou. Now let me tell you guys, I am a huge Maliou fan. I loved her entry last year, and I've gone on to listen to basically her entire discography, and I like every single song. So I was so excited about this. She was one of the ones that I was most hyped up about seeing. I don't know. I'm gonna say, like, overall, I wasn't the biggest fan of any of the entries in this semi, except for maybe 2, and Maliou was not one of them. Like, I don't know what it is about this song. The drop isn't impactful. I'm like, oh, that's the drop? Okay, like, if you guys saw my reaction when I first listened to this, I wish I could have filmed it. But I was like, yes! Oh my god, this is fierce, it's dark, it's epic, she looks so cool. She's very inspired by Sabrina, which I love that show on Netflix, and I definitely see the influences. And I was like, this is so cool. And then the drop hit, and I was like, oh, that's it? I don't know. I was expecting a bop. I was expecting something fun. This is a good ballad, and I don't know. I feel like it checks all the boxes when I say, like, if there's a ballad, I want it to be very powerful, those explosions, and I like a good dark ballad. That's, like, my fave. So it checks all those boxes, yet for some reason I didn't connect to it. Just something about it, it didn't hit me emotionally like I want a ballad to. I felt like it was trying to be emotional. I felt like it was going for those very Sia vibes. And I liked a lot of elements of this entry. I loved the kind of mirroring effect where they had the dancer that was looking just like her. But I just didn't connect to it. I don't know why. Something about it was a little bit empty and like trying to be a very emotional, but it almost left me emotionless. Trying too hard to be emotional. You know what I mean? The lyrics remind me of a song that you could imagine a, you know, Halsey, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, like kind of one of those generic pop girls to come out with that's like, this is a ballad that they would play on the radio. It's a very radio-friendly ballad. But when I listen to the lyrics, what's emotional about this song? Gonna shine like you never seen her, gonna dance like a ballerina. What does that even mean? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. It just didn't grasp. I don't know, something about it, I just didn't connect to it, and I really wanted to because I'm such a Maliou Priest fan, but I didn't feel it. I really didn't, and I wanted to, but I didn't. I'm sorry, Maliou. I was so sad because I was so excited. But like, I listened to these songs a couple of days ago, like I said, and I haven't wanted to listen to this since. Like, it's come on, and I've listened to it, but, you know, there are 2 songs, and I'll get to them, that I actively seek out. I don't know why, but I just don't seek this one out. But the staging was really, really cool, and I liked what they did. And this is I probably would have put this one, like, objectively speaking, looking at the entries, I would have put this one through to the final with the Mamas. I think those 2 deserved to be in the final. For whatever reason, I just didn't connect to this one. And then the next entry that went to Andre Chanson was Boys with Emotions by Felix Sandman. Now, this is one of the 2 entries that I seek out, and I don't know why. Because if you guys follow me on Twitter, I was dragging this entry. Guys, I was dragging it. I was not a fan. I'm not a fan of the live performance. It gives me very Benjamin Ingrosso, like they're trying to kind of do that. It was very awkward. There's a point where he does a dance and he's like, and it looks like he's twitching. And then every time like the camera goes to the side and he walks over to the camera and he's like, and he does like these very dramatic faces where he's like literally like that. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like overperforming, like fake emotion, like fake emotion. And I just hate that. I hate that like fake emotional state. Like I always compare to Jamala. Jamala is the most emotional song, like 1944, the most emotional song I know in my repertoire. That song came from the soul and she felt it and you knew she felt it and you felt it because of it. This was like straining for emotion. And then when I actually listened to the lyrics, this is so cringy. I talk about this sometimes where there's just songs that are not poetic whatsoever in the way that they word things, and they word things so obviously. This is one of those songs. I pulled up the lyrics right now. Let me read you guys the lyrics, because I just feel like these could have been worded a lot more poetically so they could be interpreted differently, and also just like, you know, not be so obvious and not be so awkward. What's wrong with boys that we can't admit? It's okay to talk. You don't need your fists. It's all right to feel things, but that's something we don't permit. Yeah. It's all right to feel things. You know what? The poet jumped out. It's okay to feel things. What things? It's just okay to feel things. If you need a hug, then I'll give you it. Girl. If you need a hug, I'll give you it. Okay, stop. And then there's this one lyric that really bugs me. And it's, when the boys are blowing up, we wonder why. Yeah, we wonder why. And then it's like, boys with emotions, try not to show it. That really bugs me because I live in America. All right, I know this is going to be one of those deep dives where everybody is going to be like, you are going too far into this. But when I hear that coming from America, where we have a problem with white boys shooting up schools, it made me think of every single time a white boy shoots up a school and people are like, oh, if we only just let boys show their emotions, then these things wouldn't be happening. And the reason I say that I connect that so much is because he used the words blowing up, when the boys are blowing up. And it makes me think of like shooting places up. Like, and then I'm just like, girl, like, I don't know. That's the way that I interpreted that. And I know that's a deep dive. I'm not expecting you all to see it that way. But that's the way that I heard it. And I was just like, girl, what? Like sympathizing with like school shooters, white boys school shooters. Like that's what I was getting. But y'all, with all those negative things aside, I did say that this is one of the songs that I actively seek out to listen to. That's because it's a bop. It is a bop. And honestly, if the lyrics were different, I would be standing. No problem. I've already listened to this song a lot. I really do like the song. I think it's really fun. I'm so happy it went to Andre Chanson so that I can listen to it on Spotify because it's a bop. And it's one of the songs like, on first listen, the lyrics were very, very abrasive because they were so weird. But once you get over the lyrics after a couple of listens, then you just enjoy it for the bop that it is. And it is a bop. I really like the production. It's very like Swedish. It's what I expect from Sweden. It's really nice. It's really well done. But the performance was a mess. He needs to stop with the whole, da-da-da. Stop. And first up, I'm going to be talking about Robin Bengston's song, Take a Chance. So I'm going to be honest. This one was uncomfortable for me to listen to. His vocal in those high-pitched moments, it's unbearable for me. honestly, I can't listen to it. And I expected a lot more because I really did like I Can't Go On. I remember rooting for it at the time, and like I really like that entry. I expected more from Robin Bengtsson, to be honest. This was like weird. I don't know. The fact that this made it to the final, it shows like there was not that many good entries in this first semi. The fact that this made it to the final, I'm shocked because I just feel like it felt unfinished. And again, the lyrics felt very juvenile. They felt very flat. Like, you can take a chance on me. I don't know. It feels like, I liked the staging. I kind of liked it. I thought it was very cool and like ethereal. But I don't know. Just overall, I did not like it at all. It was very much like one of the songs I was like, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? What's going on? Because it just felt like it never went anywhere. It never had that boom crescendo moment that I was expecting. And it felt like it kept building to it and then it just went flat. You can take a chance on me. Girl, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. To be honest, yeah, I feel like, yes, this should have gone to Andre Johnson, but it should not have made it to the final. I would have taken Maliou Prix or Felix Sandman over him any day. I really don't see why he made it to the final. It just feels like, compared to his other entry too, it almost feels like people just voted for a big name. And also for him to come back to Melfest so soon, I'm a little bit shocked by. This was not it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I just felt like it was flat. It was emotionless. It was like nothing. It was nothing for me. It made me feel nothing. All right, and last up, I'm going to be talking about Move by the Mamas. Now this is what I'm talking about! This is the only redeeming factor of this semifinal, to be honest. This was the only song, like, I care about. And I could see myself only caring about this song for the rest of Melfest. I'm already being like, I want them to win, because when I first watched this, I was sitting on the bus, and when I tell you, I had the biggest smile on my face the entire time, and all I wanted to do was just scream, yes! Like, I just wanted to scream at the top of my lungs, like, how excited I was, because they killed this performance. First of all, you immediately fall in love with all of them. They are so charismatic and they sell the song. And that's how I felt about them, even as background singers. If you guys go and watch my reaction to John Lundvik, I reacted several times to that song. And every time they came out on stage, it was like, look at them. Like, my eyes went straight to them. They are stars, and they are charismatic, and they are fun, and they like sell anything that they do. And it's no exception for this song. It's fun, it's feel good. It just makes you want to get up and dance and bop, and like, you just love them and you want to root for them. And I feel like that is so important, because like, I have Robin Bengtsson, where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about you. To be honest, Melodifestivalen can sometimes feel really emotionless, really plastic. And this felt more authentic. And it still had that Melodifestivalen Swedish pop slick production, but it felt emotional. And you connected to it, and you connected to them, and you fell in love with them. And the, I'll be there, I'll be there. I can't say enough amazing things about this entry. Their vocals were perfect. They slayed. Their choreography, their moves, what they did, everything on stage, it was just perfect. And the song was fun. It was just a bop. And this would be something different for Sweden to send, first of all, because it's women, and Sweden hasn't sent a woman since 2014. So let's get a woman up on stage, and I could really see them pulling through with the televote. Just the fact that they won and they went to the final, and I'm gonna say that they probably won this semifinal. It's very difficult for me to believe that Robin Bengtsson beat them, not with that song. So the fact that they beat all of those big names, they beat Felix Sandman, they beat Maliou Prix, they beat all these big names, hopefully beat Robin Bengtsson too, like, and this is their first year in Melfest, and that's what I'm worried about. That is what I'm worried about a little bit, because if you look at the winners of Melodifestivalen, pretty much every single time, they have previously competed on Melfest. And though they technically competed because they competed and won last year, but they were background singers. This is their first time coming as solo acts, so that makes me a little bit worried, but I hope that the viewers can fall in love with them just the way that I did, because, I mean, this was just amazing. Like, part of me doesn't even want to hear any more of the entries, because I just want them to win. Like, I'm rooting for them, regardless, because they just seem so effervescent. Their personality, it's just so infectious. Like, I just want them to succeed. Yeah, they were really the standouts, and I think that most people would agree. They were like, I think they blew everyone away. They were just amazing. So yeah guys, that is it for my review of Melodifestivalen 2020. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts were on all the entries in this first semifinal. Also let me know what you thought about this format of me doing a review. I know it's kind of, not everybody wants to just hear me talk for like 20 minutes, so I understand that, but at the same time, this is just, I mean, either we get Melodifestivalen content like this or we get none at all. So pick or choose. But yeah, anyways guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any other video that I do. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at maxxyrainbow so you don't miss out on any posts, polls, live streams, anything like that. Also, you can now donate to my channel and help fund my trip to Eurovision 2020. Hopefully I'll meet the mamas there by using the PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App links in the description down below. And yeah guys, my name is Maxxy Rainbow. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Mwah.